Speaking of Uber, speaking of innovation, their fleet of self-driving cars will be hitting the streets of London in the near future with a little help from Kiwi technology. London-based startup Wayve has raised $2.5 billion for their robo-taxi tech and have partnered with Uber for its rollout. Alex Kendall is the co-founder and CEO and joins us this morning. Alex, welcome to the show.
Good morning.
What a cool partnership. Tell us how all this came about.
Oh, look, this has been not overnight, but a decade of hard work. We've taken a different approach to autonomy, one that we've looked to build an AI system that can drive any vehicle anywhere all around the world. And 10 years of hard work has emerged to this point now where last year we showed it could drive in over 500 cities around the world in many different cars from different manufacturers. And this was once a very contrarian approach, but now we've brought together support across the industry from three of the biggest car companies, Mercedes, Nissan, and Stellantis, as well as Microsoft, NVIDIA, and Uber, to back this journey with this capital that's really signaling a shift from R&D into a commercialization phase.
What you said, it was sort of a contrarian view or approach that you were taking. Why so?
What we were seeing at the time, and I saw this building robots growing up in Christchurch, is that when you're trying to hand code systems that drive with maps and rules, which is the way the industry was approaching this before, it's really hard to scale. The worlds we live in are so messy and unexpected that if you have to tell the car how to behave with everything you encounter, it's really difficult and perhaps not possible to scale. So we had the view when I started the company that actually we can use machine learning to learn to understand this complexity and train an AI to drive anywhere you want to go with the ability to make decisions without needing to be pre-programmed. So that view is what we started working on 10 years ago before everyone, I think, is now convinced that AI can do amazing things, but that really wasn't the case 10 years ago, but it's allowed us to get to where we are today.
Alex, so you're talking about a car that teaches itself how to drive, essentially.
It learns from all of the experience. And so we take experience from our fleet that's now driving around the world, as well as our partners like Uber and the car companies that we work with, and take all of this data to train the system so it learns how to drive and understand all of the unexpected and edge case scenarios that you might see. But we're going to be deploying this technology this year, which is really exciting, and robo-taxi trials in 10 cities around the world, starting in London, and from next year in cars that you can buy, where you can buy a car and have this AI driver in it to give you a autonomous driving experience.
How does that differ from autonomous driven vehicles that are currently on the roads in places like California?
Well, so we're now entering this phase where autonomy is coming in a big way, and the benefits can be profound to cities. But not only have we been contrarian in our technology development, but also in the business model that we're applying. So there are three ways to bring autonomy to market. You can build your own cars. I mean, that's what Tesla's doing. I think every car will be autonomous, but not everyone wants to buy a Tesla. And so that's one model. The second model is you could deploy your own fleet. And you can see some robotaxi fleets that are going city by city in their rollout, but they're constrained in that expansion, and it's very capital intensive to go and do that. So we've taken a third option, which is to license this technology to car companies and fleets around the world. And this gives us the largest opportunity because we can give this autonomy technology to every vehicle that moves. And this lets us build a high margin software business, one that can really scale. And it's only possible because we've built this AI that's flexible. It can drive different cars. We've driven small electric vehicles to large SUVs and vans. And of course, be flexible to drive all around the world with different use cases, from personally owned vehicles to robo-taxis and more.
Alex, it's pretty amazing what you're doing, especially, as you said, starting out in Christchurch. Tell me a little bit about what you think the future looks like. When will we all be driven around by an AI autonomous car?
Good question. I think we're going to see, we're starting these trials, and as we mature the technology from supervised robotaxi trials to start scaling it with manufacturing, I think in the 2030s, we're going to start to see this technology become ubiquitous, where why would you buy a car that doesn't have autonomy? Because the safety benefits of, I think we're going to see opportunity to really drive the road toll in New Zealand down to zero. as well as the ability to free up time on your commute or on long journeys to let the AI take responsibility for driving and give you that time back if that's what you choose. And it'll be a great choice whether it's cars you want to own to drive anywhere or mobility services that will come into cities that will exist alongside public transport. I think this is going to be a real change that will improve the roads for us around the world.
Alex, appreciate your time this morning. Congratulations on all the success and keep up the hard work.
Thanks, mate.
Alex Kendall, co-founder and CEO of Wayve.